Radiant team ban.
And now, with almost perfect timing, since we got that right as the song ended, folks, we are into game 2. Once again, I'm joined by Annie as my co-caster, and we've got Latrodectus on stats. I said that wrong.
It's a spider, and I think you said it right. Isn't it the scientific name for a black widow? Either way, she likes spiders.
Either way. Yeah, so we're going to hopefully bring you folks some stats. Electro is one of our newest stats people, but I've done stats with her before. She's lots of fun. It is rough sometimes, folks, for the stats people when the games have so many kills, so if you don't see so many stats, it's because they're pulling them down because fights are happening. Don't worry. Or she's DC'd and dead somewhere, like that happens. Ugh, it was the worst. Stupid corporal British. Anyway, let's get right into it. We're going to see the AA band. Okay, so Annie, all of yesterday I was seeing a lot of AA's banned first round, and I kept saying to myself, what on earth is going on? On stream, I pretended I knew what was going on, but to myself, no idea. I think last game tells us why it's banned.
Yeah, if you get that early Midas, you can get those nice levels, super farm, and you don't even have to be anywhere near a fight to be slaying face. So AA definitely banned out, combos well with a lot of good heroes. First pick on the side of, no one has team names, that's confusing, on the side of Mischief, aka Team Freedom, aka IX Mike +4. Picking up the Enchantress.
Well, some of those
again.
4 are known. I would say, and that's just getting our stats person in the channel because unfortunately she wasn't. I would say Sunbee +4. No, it's not. You're right. Okay, go on.
IX Mike +4. We've got the Enchantress once again. Hopefully getting that off the ground and keeping her there, because Enchantress started out so strong in that dual off lane last game, but unfortunately got shut down as the Storm Spirit got too hot to handle. But Storm Spirit is still in the pool here. I don't know if Mischief want to keep that in there because they feel like they can counter it, or if they are confident that DreamIsTrue aren't going to pick it up again. What's your take on that?
I think that the Storm Spirit fits for a very particular game, and not having the AA or the Spirit Breaker makes it a bit harder. We saw that they didn't really get him online, so he came online once the other heroes had some global presence to back him up, which is always nice. So we are going to be seeing Enchantress, Spirit Breaker. You mentioned, I actually think they did really well last game. I honestly think Mischief had a couple of bad fights and the Storm Spirit got too big and their lineup didn't quite have the lockdown for that hero. I think it really could have gone either way. I think these teams are quite evenly matched, is I guess what I'm trying to say here. So I don't think it's bad to pick up the Enchantress again. It clearly did work in the early game.
Mm-hmm. And I think now that they have a better sense of how DreamIsTrue are going to lane up against them and who plays what, because I'm sure they've done research on each other, but now actually being in game with them, getting the feel for how it feels, you know, IX Mike, he's going to be able to play that a little bit more responsibly, obviously. Super strong in the early game, but without a Storm Spirit or without a mid snowballing out of control, maybe he can continue to dominate with it.
Yeah. So they're going to ban out Templar Assassin. I mean, it's a strong mid laner. Probably, I don't know how much these guys know each other. They probably hit each other in the ladder. Matchmaking, sorry, that's what it's called. Maybe Slim Shady is known for his Templar Assassin, but it's also just a hero if you don't have the stuff to deal with her. I know it can be a pain. It's similar to a Viper. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Invoker's the next ban. I'm like kind of weeded out that he wasn't touched last game.
It's very strange. He's typically a first-round ban. We talked about it ad nauseum last time, but he's still in the pool after first and second round, and now we're going to see the fourth ban come out for the side of IX Mike +4. I would not be surprised to see Invoker taking out, but no, Slardar taken out, trying to ban out one of their own, I guess? I'm not quite sure. Very strong there, has nice initiation, but what do you think?
Obviously, it's a hero that can do a lot of good work. We saw quite a few 3-man stuns, sometimes some really big eye just completely crushes. I was like, what on earth is that spell called? And he has some really good impact in lane and with the amp damage. I am concerned, though. I feel like banning either another mid hero, something else a bit more impactful. I don't know. I'm guessing that these teams know each other and think that it's good. I think the Slaughter is now something that can be handled. Either way, Death Prophet, again, as we said last game, I think it's pretty solid to ban her out.
It's solid, absolutely. I am still baffled baffled by the Invoker staying in so long. Vengeful Spirit picked up once again. I like that. I like that a lot. Clearly, Vengeful Spirit carry is old hat to these teams, and DreamIsTrue, they played it so nicely last time. It took a little bit of time to get Venge off the ground, but once she was there, man, she was hitting hard and hitting fast.
Yep. So the only thing here with the bench, I don't know whether this is going to be carry Venge or not, right? Because there's the gyro. They could potentially run 2-1-2, or I have seen one team run Venge mid. I'm really not sure though. As you said, she was very effective. Maybe they'll just use her for the swap, noticing, as you said, that it took a while to get her off the ground, and maybe she can have better utility. But it's going to be that Dazzle pickup, and probably part of why they wanted the AA ban, right?
Yeah, Dazzle, super all-around helpful, keeps people alive, has the heal bombs to go in, gonna be nice and helpful on that Spirit Breaker if he's YOLOing all around the map like we saw last time. I wonder who they're gonna pick up as their mid here, because, I mean, we've mentioned Invoker, but again, Ember Spirit's still in the pool, no love for that guy yet either.
Yeah, Okay, so I don't think the Ember Spirit performed poorly, but... And I know Sunby probably knows Waitfall better than I do, but I just have to say, with hindsight 2020, all that we could see, it did feel like his itemization was a bit questionable. And now with the Batrider to boot, I don't think there's any way we're going to be seeing... Oh, he could actually still go for it, but I think they would probably pick a more traditional mid here. Batrider also, he can be mid or off lane, right? So there's still really wide open as to what's kind of going on here for DreamIsTrue.
Yeah, Batrider we saw get banned out last game, definitely not slipping through time. Fantastic lockdown, all about positioning, goes in for the lasso, and you just own someone on the side of Mischief, and Vengeful Spirit there to secure the stun. Phantom Lancer, gonna be the hard carry, well, most likely hard carry picked up on the side of Team Freedom or Mischief. I love that pick. I think if he gets enough space in lane, he's gonna get monstrous. We saw Illusions deal some crazy damage when Venge got her Manta last time, and I mean, Phantom Lancer comes with those built in.
So I have to imagine Mischief is banning Ember next, right? Like, you can't... Okay, yeah, you can't go for it. For the lineup of DreamIsTrue, they have to now deal with a Phantom Lancer. I'm not... A lot of folks think Gyro is a good counter to Phantom Lancer. Unfortunately, if it goes late, he's not. He's only got 6 flat cannon shots to kill off his enemies, and generally the Phantom Lancer can create illusions enough that it doesn't matter. Like, he's creating the illusions after the 6 flat cannon shots. Additionally, you can doppel avoid a couple of those. Like, I feel like this Phantom Lancer could have a really nice time here, although does have to be careful because of Batrider, of course.
Yeah, I mean, Gyro's also a great counter, because the call down, you can just smush down the Phantom Lancers, figure out which one's real because it's not taking as much damage, and then go on him. But I like the strategy that Mischief is going for right now. They're kind of picking a strat that can spread out. You can take team fights from all angles. You don't have to be clumped up in a tight little ball to be victim to a Gyrocopter call down.
Yeah,
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's gonna be, as you said, it's really great. I just love, like, everybody loves Gyro. He's still so powerful. You can stack for him if the Venge is going off doing fun things. The Batrider maybe will take a turn in the jungle, will stack some for the Gyro because, you know, he's a bro. So that'll be interesting. They do ban out the Ember Spirit, which we were all expecting. So now DreamIsTrue has the hard task of figuring out what to go with. And they already banned out the Invoker themselves. Invoker's another good illusion clearer. So... I in no way would have said, I can't even pretend I was going to say that. So I don't know whether it's the bat or the puck off lane. Both are viable. I kind of would prefer to see the puck mid, but you have to be really careful because it's good. As you said, we're going to have people grouped into a cooldown. Whether you can get enough done with the puck, though, he just sometimes seems underwhelming compared to, you know, even not as good as a Magnus or something.
Yeah, I think going from an Ember Spirit mid that we saw just sleight of fist, crush everything up, get some damage. Puck surely is not going to hit that hard, but I do like the slipperiness of this hero. If Puck's going mid, Phase Shift's going to mitigate a lot of the damage coming out towards him, and I don't know, I think it's a solid all-around pick. I'm just worried that if Gyrocopter has a difficult time farming, there's going to be virtually no damage on the side of DreamIsTrue until 20-25 minute mark when Venge comes online.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a support bench now because of the pickups. Oh, it could. I feel like Kuroki has done everything under the sun with playing random heroes as support, but I think it's a support bench here. We'll see when we load in. Still options. It's gonna be the Dragon Knight, and this is a really interesting draft. This is, if they get knocked out here, they are okay. Yes, I will change that. Sorry, I got messaged by, I think, Team Freedom's manager or whatever, asking me to change their name, and I didn't realize I had that wrong in the title. Let me fix that.
So
Sorry.
it is confirmed Team Freedom and not Mischief because they're tagged up as Mischief in game.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole bug of you change the team name, it doesn't show up for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So hopefully that is fixed, folks, in the title now. I wanted to say I really like this draft because it's well-rounded, because IX Mike and the Dragon Knight, which is probably going to be played by Sunbee, can group up together and push, versus the Phantom Lancer can kind of be farming, take advantage of the influx of gold from tower pushes. It seems like they've got some ways to win the early engagements too.
Yeah, I give it to you. I'm really not sure who I prefer in this drafting phase.
That's when you just pick based on hero colors, like which is prettier.
You gotta go based on hero colors. I think just because I want to see a kick-ass Enchantress towards the mid-game, I'm gonna vote, cast my vote, I guess, if we have one for Team Freedom, because that's neat, but port, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, and I also think, as you said, it's like, I would like it to go to a Game 3 as part of this, but I also really do think this draft is nice and well-rounded, and the PL came out 4th picking the PL, 5th banning the Ember Spirit. It's kind of the perfect situation for it. You can argue that they do have some good illusion clear coming out kind of early on. Puck's going to be able to get rid of those, as will the flat cannon shots from the gyro, especially early on. And PL does have his work cut out for him. Camera is going crazy, so my settings are wrong. There we go. So, but I do think that there's more than enough space to be made with someone like a Dragon Knight and an Enchantress. So we will see.
I think space is going to be the most valuable commodity here. There's going to be plenty of creeps to go around and hopefully plenty of kills a-flowing, but if you can secure yourself a nice safe lane where you don't feel like you're getting ganked and you can have some nice time to sit there and farm, PL is going to get huge, Gyro can get huge on the other side, so let's see who gets the best map advantage first.
And speaking of map advantages, we have a 5-man smoke. We'll introduce the teams right after that, but just so folks know, I'm Llama Down Under, Annie Droid, we got Lactrodectus, and we're gonna have a first blood engagement, maybe. Miniski gonna be in a bit of trouble. He's taking a lot of damage here. He uses the doppelganger, he gets to the low ground. Definitely what he needed to survive there. If he got unlucky with exactly where those went, I think he'd be gone. But we have Team Freedom on the Dire versus DreamIsTrue. And you want to take away with some introductions, whichever team you'd like to introduce first, Annie?
Well, alright, here on the side of DreamIsTrue, which is on the Radiant, neither team is quite tagged up here. We are going to have ZZB on this Undying. Blizzard going to be on the Vengeful Spirit. No Iceman for us today. We're going to have on the Gyro, White. Top Rune Slim Shady on this mid puck, and finally we're going to have QR 2015 LOL on the Batrider.
Yeah, and for Team Freedom we've got IX Mike playing the Enchantress, who's being a bit rude. They actually get both bounty runes. I don't know quite the numbers, but there is we've seen teams who get both bounty runes tend to have a higher win percentage.
By like a lot, like a surprising amount.
It's significant, is what I wanted to say. It is a significant amount. We're going to see Sunbee on the Dragon Knight. It's going to be Spirit Breaker being played by Kiko. That leaves us Fun on the Dazzle, and then finally Mineski on that Phantom Lancer. This should be a really safe lane. There's also some fun things you can do with throwing out a Spirit Lance and then going for the Heal Bomb using Dazzle's Shadow Wave. So we'll see how Batrider can handle it. And actually, Poison Touch skilled up level 1. Batrider Sticky Napalm, though, is pretty scary for Fun to deal with, so this, interesting choices by both players to just kind of stand and fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a lane with a lot of kill potential on both sides. Bat, he got to get his levels. He has to stay in range, but this Dazzle's going to make his life hell. Hopefully Mineski's going to get the farm he needs, but Bat is just going to play so up close and personal. One lane I want to mention, hold that thought, as things might break out bottom. There's going to be funny stuff pulled down as Blizzard's going to go and take some harass. Satyr casting his magic there. IX Mike, nice micro on that kid, and now Undying going in kind of deep.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because last time the Undying was on the other side, and we'll see how it works against an Enchantress. But again, just like last time, we've got an Undying who's got 4 stacks of decay up on him. He's rocking 900 health. Both of these games, the Undying's getting away. It's not quite murder, but it's a bit weird to see so many decay stacks this early on.
here in the mid lane. Damn, Sunby pushing up way far. Might be taking a tower hit here. Nope, gonna be out of range before that comes down. I wanted to mention this lane. Who comes out on top here? Because Dragonite, obviously a big, beefy melee guy, but is the fragile Puck gonna be able to hold her own?
Yeah, it's pretty even there. The Puck can try to harass, but then you're sitting
up top,
against it.
Fun, having some trouble, might be taking some damage here. Gonna be hit up by the Firefly. 1 or 2 more last hits would have done it. And now it looks like not done here by the Batrider. Mineski probably trying to initiate. Secures first blood though. Really well played by the Batrider. And he's probably gonna get out just fine here. Firefly gonna expire right now. He's not stuck in the tree. He's gonna be
Down bottom. Oh, but, okay, we get Gyro going down. It looks like back got out just fine. And yeah, we're gonna see Venge maybe take a tumble to boot. That's not great. Undying will get the kill on IX Mike, but now he is 1v1ing a Spirit Breaker, and he doesn't want to play with the Bash Brother, so.
He has a Tombstone if he absolutely needs to use it, but be reverse engaged now. Gyrocopter's back. He has a Rocket Barrage. He's got a Flat Cannon, but gonna back out here, wanting to play the safe game as there is a charge from this Space Cow.
So, as you said, the first blood going the way of the Batrider. Really nice for him. Understanding kind of how far he can push that, and on mid though, we were talking about, I think Puck, you try to harass here, unfortunately with the extra armor from that Dragon's Blood and the health regen, and the fact that you can just reduce the damage output from the Puck with the Breathe Fire, you just hold your own as Sunby. I think the Puck should still get some lost hits here, but it just is constantly pushed under your tower. Sunby grabs a rune or 10 and doesn't care, so.
Yeah, up top we're gonna see Batrider doesn't even care at all, going out on this Phantom Lancer, just trading hits, and I think that is a very smart play. Batrider already level 3, definitely out-leveling this Phantom Lancer, having to share his XP. Bottom lane, though, that's where the aggression's going to be going down all game.
You have someone vacuuming in your house, don't you, Annie?
Maybe. My fan is on full speed because my laptop's going to light on fire.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I just was a little bit worried it was on my end. We're totally fine. If I can only hear it a little bit, it means the stream can't hear it because of sound level. So we are totally going to see Gyro looking at these lost hits, doing better than he was on the bench. Let's be real. So White having an easier game, but I think despite the early kill and the Batrider definitely getting some stuff done up top, still pretty low on the net worth chart, decent levels. Oh, no engagement there, and I think a lot of it's going to come down to if he can get enough to either transition to the jungle to finish up that blink or maybe get another kill on the unsuspecting Dazzle. He'll become an impact. They'll maybe be able to pick off the DK. Otherwise, I think things are looking decent for Team Freedom.
Oh, hold that thought there as the bottom. White has to use the Rocket Barrage just to try to get away here. Takes the Venge Missile right to the face. Tombstone is committed now. South being popped by the Gyrocopter. He's back in. He wants kills. IX Mike backing up. Spirit Breaker backing up as well. There's a TP in by the Dazzle. Looks like Chanter's getting very, very low, but now Gyrocopter has to be careful. Gonna be taking a charge right to the face. One more last hit'll do it. Now Spirit Breaker securing himself his second kill of the game. Undying in some trouble here. Doesn't have his ultimate to fall back on. That guy's level 2. Should be an easy kill there. Dazzle, no more poison touch. Venge trying to do what they can to save his buddy. There is going to be a soul rip, getting him just a little bit of health, but now charge onto the Vengeful Spirit. Going to be bashing her into the trees, and whoa, 17% there. Spirit getting a 3rd kill, killing spree.
And in mid. Oh.
Radiant's middle tower.
What happened in mid?
Well, no, I was just, we're practicing, Annie and I were practicing our coasting, and now we're all worried about interrupting each other. Don't worry, folks, we're welcoming it. I was just gonna say in mid, the Puck went down, because I thought you were finishing your sentence, but I was wrong. Yep, well, there was a DD on the DK, you can't stand up to that. This lane last time, though, was very much like this. Rocket Barrage coming out, but I don't think any action to be had there. It was, we thought, starting to go very much in favor of Mischief, and then they turned it right back around. Whether they had the hero comp for it this time, I do wonder, but oh, we see something going in mid. I think she used the Dream, Tuck used the Dream Coil, not gonna quite work out. Genderless Fairy Dragons, I always mess up what I should be saying.
You gotta know the preferred pronouns, man. Well, we're gonna see a race for the runes here as minutes in, Venge securing a stun onto Sunby, but it looks like the haste rune. Uh-oh, that's not good there, although there's port in. Fire there, trying to just take down the tombstones. Some nice easy gold coming in. There's a charge from the Spirit Breaker, wants to connect on her. That could be a sweet little pick-off stun, not going to connect just in time. Going for the stun, catches the Dragonite, and now hopefully a bash, but no, Breathe Fire, securing the kill right there.
And this is just the power of, I mean, getting a haste rune. We talked about it in game 2 back ago, there was like a regen rune that someone got that just saved them the lane. Now we're going to see a charge on bottom on white. Can he take all of this? The rocket barrage, he was already using it on the creep, which takes most of it, and the tower not doing enough damage to the Spirit Breaker. They have to find him though. He's taking the Orb of Venom. Can he get the kill on the Spirit Breaker? No, the aggro change from IX Mike. Dazzle going to get the last hit, and Spirit Breaker going to be fine. Really well done there. I mean, let's be real, at this level of play, aggro toggling is very easy. Oh, never mind, we have business in mid. I'm not sure they'll even get the DK here. He turns into a dragon. He's gonna just try to fight them. They need one more auto attack. He goes down. That's a wasted cooldown. And now the Dazzle has to shallow grave himself, and I'm pretty sure he is dead so too. Just, you know, shopping. Now somebody else is coming in, PL. He wants to get in on this, hoping that Spirit Breaker can make something happen. He's committed the TP, but he manages to get the lance onto Slim Shady. I don't know why Blizzard is standing and fighting, but she is also gonna go down, trying to just die to the tower instead. Questionable plays all around, and Batrider also still having trouble with Mineski. There's going to be a charge, cancelled charge. Really unsure, I think, really worried about that tombstone, but Mineski just gets all of that gold for himself. Annie, why are these team fights never ending?
I love it. This is my preferred style of Dota. Just base rush each other. Just go in, pile the kills on top of each other, let the bodies hit the floor. But I do think this might be a bit haphazard, as we do have both a Phantom Lancer and a Gyro, heroes that typically do better when given a little bit of calm, a little bit of space to get their items up first. But now we're 8 minutes in the game. We've got more than a kill a minute, and let the blood flow in the mid lane. Puck's back to farming here, going up against the Dragonite. In terms of last hits, Dragonite out hitting her by 10. Yeah. So
also with the kill.
Yeah, gold advantage going his way.
Now, I think the PL doesn't mind rotating too much right since he got the kill. It did mean, I think he ended up going all the way back to base though, and I'm not 100% sure if it was worth it. A kill, depending on where it happens, 4 or 5 lost hits worth, and I think he missed quite a few more, but the experience also always really good. It's just hard to gauge on whether his team would have been put further behind by the advantage the Radiant team DreamIsTrue got. Would have been interesting to see. So, game is done. Oh, okay. Never mind, he cancelled it.
No, it's just roaring, showing his authority right there.
Mm-hmm. That's a different team, Astral Authority, that no longer exists, I think. So.
Well, in terms of last hits, PL having a nice old time here, only harassed by a Batrider. Gonna be taking a charge up to the face here. That might just be a mobility charge from the Spirit Breaker.
I think he's doing it, Annie.
He's doing it? It's happening?
He's doing it. Oh, okay, never mind. He's gonna go on the tower. Maybe they appear to be. Oh, they're doing it. It's gonna come in from the side, doppel forwards to get more. There's the Nether Strike, and look at all these illusions. This PL is level 8, and already so many spawns.
RN Jesus right there, and now there's gonna be a dash up from the Puck mid lane though. Dragon form might not be enough to save this guy here. Looks like the Puck secures a kill. That is the 3rd kill on the Puck of the game. So Dragonite gonna be down a kill now, and Slim Shady gets some nice free harass on the tower. This could be a tier 1.
It's also a little unfortunate. This is the 2nd time the Dragon Knight has been about to die and has blown that dragon form. Didn't quite catch what the gold swing was there. You can see here though that Team Freedom is ahead by about 3,000 gold and experience, but the dragon form has a pretty long cooldown. You want to be using that to push constantly, and it's not something that gives you survivability benefits when you use it. Maybe he didn't think everybody was coming in, but another charge onto Puck. Oh, the Dazzle, he manages to dodge both the poison touch and, yeah, but not the Orb of Venom. He's okay. Dazzle wants this. Dazzle wants to be dead to the tower. Okay, he's gonna be fine. Oh.
Yeah, he's the healer here, but...
it's invis. Oh, okay, that's what it was. I was like, Bat, why are you not attacking? Because he's invis. He wants bigger fish. Anyway, this is gonna happen in a second in mid, but yeah, it's interesting how the DK keeps doing that, and I do wonder. Now they're sitting both mids, I think, at 2 deaths apiece. So, they have a sentry in mid though. Good times.
Well, Bat pops the invis anyway, so not going to be a huge concern there, but man, I think this is just such an action-packed game. We are going to see a TP down bottom here by the Gyrocopter. He wants to get back to farming, but IX Mike with now skilled ult and bracer and going to be going for drums soon. Enchantress is going to start to hit pretty hard and be a mean little deer lady.
Yeah, we saw this last time. I think the exact same build. I can't remember whether she made the Dragon Lance or the Ags first, but we have a charge. There's going to be a cooldown. It is actually going to hit both, but then with the Nether Strike knocking them back, the Dragon Form helping out, that's a good place to use it. But they get the lasso on IX Mike. This is one of the nice things. At least they don't have to deal with the Untouchable, but she's not burning with those little baby wisps, the screaming children, and now Venge is also going to be in trouble because there's no mana here. The puck elsewhere, though, trying to kick off the Dazzle before he can do anything. The Silence comes out, and Slim Shady's going to get that kill, but may pay with it with his life. Manages to get out of this reality, but it's going down to IX Mike's impetus, and oh, we have another charge coming. Come on, guys, come on, chill, guys. No, there is no chill. Undying's gonna take a stun. Yeah, and he's dead. The Batrider may be following the Nether Strike. Doesn't even need it up. The Corrosive Breath. He needs to just get in range. There we go. One more hit, and that is effectively a full team wipe. Just it took like a minute, and it's 11 minutes in, so everybody respawned.
Yeah, Gyrocopter making the smart choice here, heading up top, trying to secure just a little bit of safe farm in terms of net worth. He is definitely not on top here. He is at the 6th position, not where you want to see your safe lane Gyrocopter at 12 minutes.
Yeah, and now, like last game, similar to like with an Ember Spirit, Gyro has really good options for even if he has trouble in lane. He can farm stacks once he gets some more. Once he has more points in that flat cannon, he can even do it now. It's just a bit underwhelming. He's not necessarily going to be behind forever, but it is worrisome to see him half of the net worth of a DK when he's meant to be such a strong laner. They really lost that bottom lane. It wasn't like last game where they turned it around. 7.5k almost gold behind.
It's not ideal, I'd say is the best way to put it. And now, hopefully another fight mid here. We are going to see a charge come in. This is some angry, aggressive cow going into the Batrider. From the fact that he doesn't have a blink or a force staff yet, using the ultimate here. Venge coming in with gun, and now there's going to be an angry Dragon Knight called out from the Gyrocopter, trying to zone people out, and be a disengage here, although there is going to be a charge up in 1 second. Is this going to be a cow going for it once again? No, Bat is going to live here. No deaths, and an ultimate spent from the Gyrocopter.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, nothing gained, arguably, for Team Freedom, but it's not as if there was a lot of space being made either for anyone. You know, the Gyro was kind of worried about that, came back, was involved in the cooldown, so nothing ventured, nothing lost, and PL as well, he's going for bots, so we can see where this game is going. He's going to be going for a bit of a later game build, although he does have the Aquila, so he can fight early. It just looks like he's very content to farm up, work on that Diffusal. Since the Enchantress has a Drums, he might not go one as well, but he still could if they're planning on being on other sides of the map, and it's an excellent stat item.
There's going to be a Radiant Smoke here up near their tier 2, maybe trying to use the Gyrocopter to bait, but no, Smoke is popped by IX Mike and the Wolf Buddy. Going to be IX Mike picking up an Ogre Club, so is this going to be, oh, hold that thought there, as there's going to be a call down now. IX Mike in some trouble, going to be taking a Rocket Barrage to the face. This should be it, though, getting off the Sproinks now. Going to be healing up a fair amount, but there's going to be stuns all over the place. Spirit Breaker charging in, getting the Batrider, and it looks like Puck going in, another stun from the Vent Spirit. IX Mike back to almost full health, wanting to finish off these Radiant heroes, and now there's going to be a Dragon coming in, and it looks like Venge could be in some trouble there. Soul Rip keeping her alive for now, and looks like Batrider staying very, very low. Puck trying to get out, and looks like it will be the case, but looks like Enchantress finishing off the Vengeful Spirit right now. First casualty, and now there's going to be a blink up from the Dragon Knight. He wants to get close, but maybe a little too close in this situation. Now Puck just off the mark to cancel a TP. No, gets it on the Enchantress. And
yeah. I don't know if we're done.
I honestly don't know. It looks like White coming back in, wants to get the kill onto Mineski, chasing him down pretty aggressively. Puck going in, silence. Gonna get Illusory Orb to deal some damage. Now White, is he close enough for a Rocket Barrage? Looks not enough. There's a call down, but not gonna call it.
And over here, the Dazzle, unfortunately, probably going to go down here. He can't exactly TP out of this one. So, I think, so for that team fight, it turns out that the lineup of DreamIsTrue end up coming. Oh, okay, never mind. DK gets the kill on the bat. And we're going to have a cooldown. It's Annie. It's still going. We're going to see a Rocket Burst. You can't catch him, though. There's a haste. Okay, we're actually done. We're done, folks. The team fight's over.
I'm frightened.
I feel like it's a little bit odd. The fight went for a really long time. We saw there's so much sustain on both lines. We've got Healing Wisp. We've got Soul Rips. Got DCs, excellent, gives us time to talk. We got bottles, right? I was a little bit surprised, everybody's rocking ones, at how able they were to stay alive on the Radiant, and it just really drew, it felt Team Freedom a bit too deep, because they ended up losing IX Mike there, and the Spirit Breaker was the first casualty, initially only for a support, although later the bat did fall. So, I'm not sure if it was good to dive that deep versus, imagine if DK had just pounded away on this tier 2.
Yeah, it's NA Dota, so there's gonna be a lot of fighting as straight up objective gaming, but I do agree that tier 2 should have been the big target there. They secure a kill, but it's alright. Spirit Breaker itemization. Is he going for that Vlad's just to have that nice value on him?
Yeah, most likely, as you're pointing out. It's really great for his team as well. If the Phantom Lancer, it's something we see back when Phantom Lancer was being picked all the time. A common build for him was the bots, Aquila, bots, Vlads with the Bassi ring. Sometimes you'd get Aquila or drums or whatever. And then you just go farm in the jungle and you're like, you don't know where I am. Spooky Phantom Lancer. And you come out of the jungle and you're like, surprise, I have a diffusal, I have a Scotty, I have like a butterfly for funsies. So
okay, we're back in. Finally, no PTSD from the long pauses. We are going to have a Spirit Breaker charging down bottom. Wants the kill onto white on the Gyrocopter. This Gyrocopter, he's 1-4-1. Don't go down again, buddy. But no, there's a blink in from the DK. Stun ready to go, and this is going to be a dead Gyrocopter. Does not have his carry potential in touch right now. He is really, really poor in terms of net worth. Still sitting at number 6 position. Finally picking himself up Morbid Mask. I don't think that's enough to bring himself back in. You mentioned he has a lot of catch-up potential, but I don't know if he keeps getting picked off like that.
I think we jinxed him because I distinctly remember saying at about 5 minutes in that he was already doing better than he had on the bench. And this is like exactly what happened on the bench. He got picked off over and over. It could be some... Okay, never mind. They saw that placed, but well done there. They just were checking IX Mike's inventory. I like it. So it could be some sort of thing where this team likes to play around sacking their carry. There are definitely teams that don't give their carry as much support as maybe their mid or off laner. I don't think that works in this game because their carry is predominantly their DPS.
Yeah, that's very true. There's going to be a Dragon Form committed here on the bottom lane. Now they're going to listen to you and go ahead and try to focus on the objectives instead of the kills, but that's going to be pretty easy. As all the Radiant heroes, they don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, and I think it's something where they actually have a really easy game plan from here for the lineup of Team Freedom. They are over 5k gold or ahead, 5,000 experience to boot. Enchantress can pick up a couple creeps. Oh, she does have the Dragon Lance at the ready. Pick up a couple creeps every time the DK ult is up, push a tower, get rid of all the tier 2s, take Roshan. You can siege high ground then. You just slow siege it with the DK in that dragon form. Okay, we're gonna see Gyro. We jinxed him. Oh no, getting maybe something in return, but no! Coming from behind is that DK, and he is gonna go down. Fire, making everybody attack for less. Goodbye, Venge. Gets a soul rip pounded into her, but there's gonna be a nether strike. They want the Undying and the Venge. Heal bomb doing a little bit of damage. There's gonna be a decent Dream Coil, but it's not enough. The Tombstone is down. And Undying going... he's Undying. I can't. It's horrible. We're just gonna
back to the grave. He'll be back eventually, but either way, that's a nil for 3 engage. Looks like Team Freedom. They're finally getting the freedom to move about the map, and this is probably going to be their game. Looking at the golden XP charts, it is starting to swoop heavily in their favor.
Yep. I'm trying to say I don't necessarily think it's over. I do worry that this Gyro might be just too far behind to ever get back up. He's really their damage source. The Puck, this is part of the problem with the Puck. We've seen Pucks build Daggons just to try and pick people off, and it can work, but your other options are limited as well. This team desperately needs more damage. Lassos so far by the Batrider haven't been bad at all, but he's just not killing people, if that makes sense. He's dragging them further back. Maybe the rest of his team can work on one person, but when it comes to team fights, I don't think they have really a good chance of dealing with it. And yeah, that's the Roshan.
I think Radiant just had a oops moment there. They're all smoked up, ready to go in the pit, but there's going to be a lasso by the Batrider. Immediate call down. Might secure the kill on IX Mike. Sprink coming out for that guy. Are they going to make him live? Looks like IX Mike still standing. Wow, there was a bunch of bashes there. Vengeful Spirit managed to secure a kill, and no, it looks like Gyro going to be the first one going down. Vengeful Spirit following suit. Undying still in the grave. Good game is called. Yeah. 19 minutes. We're going to go to a game 3 here as DreamIsTrue and Team Freedom. I mean, this is it. If they
the decider.
This is the decider.
And I think it was an appropriate time to call it. You know, clearly some stuff hadn't worked out for them in the game. Undying's not one that is going to scale terribly well, and the gyro was nowhere near scaling as he needed to. So a good game. I still do think we're in for an exciting game 3, or at least I hope so. These teams do feel pretty even. And once again, just want to say thank you all for watching. I'm Llama Down Under. I've been joined by Annie Droid. We've also got